Alright guys, we're currently just anchored up. We're getting ready to start cutting bait. Dad's cutting bait right now. Got all kinds of rods. Carolinas, we're going to do suspended and kitty calls and demon dragons on Santee Cooper rigs. Fresh shad, big shad. We're going to use some smaller baits, some big baits. I got some skipjack. We're going to put them on some 10-aughts on the side of the boat and suspend. I'm fishing a creek mouth right now, and I need to get some rods in. See you soon. Got one on. Got us a little barge bite. Still getting rods in.
About an 80-pounder before I get to the boat. Feels like a 6-pounder.
Waves, big waves. Yeah, I'm actually a little further out than I wanted to be, but I still got a lot of fish in the area. Looks like a blue tail. Ugly one, ain't he? A little ugly looking male. There's grips on the floor. That's a channel cat, ain't it? Yeah, it's a big ugly channel. Big ugly channel. There's grips right here on the floor here. Oh wow.
He's been caught before. He's got an eyeball out. Put the rod down. Are you gonna put something on this rod holder over there?
Yeah.
I don't think
That's a real fish. Tacos sound fine. I will seem to be happy with that idea. Alright, man. Catch a fish finally in the boat.
Getting that live.
I got River Lunacy live here.
It's on live now?
We don't need no live. You turn Facebook Live on, you know what happens? The fish go away, you snag up.
You got a fish on now, but you can put that on.
Could go live. It interferes. Once we move in, we'll go live.
Come on, baby, you want it or not? Go down. 1, 2, 3.
Bam! Oh, and I'm off. Should have waited.
Should have waited like the old man does.
I did a antsy move. Grandpa got him one. Well, it's alright. The camera's towards you anyway. It means you're catching them. I'll have to turn it back to the middle again. Blue cat in the boat. I got one
Got a
working
little
on
mud
this.
on his belly, so they're staying on the bottom of the. They're hugging the bottom.
There goes your center one again, and my outside rod. So they're in here, but I think we're going to move in a 30 feet inward, off just a tiny bit of where I wanted to be. I'm getting antsy. I think we're going to do better moved in some. But we'll drink this cup of coffee. We're going to move in a little bit. We'll hang out, catch a couple right here still, hopefully. Some of that stripers. Real quick, Jax. We got two. This one looks like he's hooked. Got that center rod's hooked up. Dad on his St. Croix. Good old-fashioned catfish. Well, my camera didn't like me saying that for some reason. It was shut off and came back on. Trying to rig up, and then I was going to move in a little bit. Get us closer to this 30-foot hole I seen. We're kind of on the outside edge of it, which is still producing, of course. You see that. I think we'll do better a little bit more in and inside that hole, though. Just rigging me up a Santee Cooper style rig right now. We'll just talk about it while he's reeling that fish in. Just gonna slide me an 8-aught on the end first, snelled 8-aught trophy cat tackle hook anyway, just so you know what kind of hook, if you care. When I put these on, I really prefer to have the nose down towards the hook. So then, what I do, I tie it on. I just do, I think it's called a clinch knot. So it goes 1. Hit a Carolina rig. Good. Got one on a Carolina rig this morning. All right. A little butterball.
Old school.
Tie that on there with that clinch knot. It gives me a real nice. Gives me a real nice, see how that knot is? It's straight out. Figured out another way of doing this. So, 3.5 inches, 3 inches away. I'll just run that line. That's an 80-pound test line. You got a nice one on the corner of your, over there, Dad.
Yeah. Let me get this monster in.
That's a good one. Butterball. I'm just guiding today.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm just guiding. That fish is pretty active on that corner rod. I'll just kind of run it back and forth.
I said let him go.
Oh, I let go. Well, you can have my middle rod. Mine on the end. Oh, man.
That's a dolly rocker. It is a dolly rocker.
Woo! It's a heavy-duty fish. Here, take this while I'll just. This is a big. This is a good fish. I don't even think he knows he's hooked yet. He's not a giant fish, but he's a good one. Unless he's rolled up, but he just took a nice dive. Trying to get set up. Of course, you see me sitting there tying my stuff. He might have been rolled up at. He sure felt heavy there, coming upstream on me. Stay out of that motor, guy. It's not a bad fish. Right next to my suspended rod, of course.
Why the hell won't let me go live?
Oh, he's in it. Dang. I knew that was going to happen.
Is he in that other rod or is that a fish?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's him.
All right, we're catching fish on the Ohio
Twisting
River.
it all up.
That's some.
I need grips. I like to have the grips if you see them. Do you know where you put them?
I didn't touch them. There's the white ones right there.
Yeah, he's just barely twisted around on that, I think. It's a nice little fish there. Finally got me one. Dad let me have one, I guess. Come here, mama. Oh! Woo! We like them floating rattle bills. This time of year, it's hot. That's a beautiful fish. Start my morning out with. Go Cincy. Just let her go. Nice fish. That fish don't have any mud. That one's active. It's a good sign. Let this guy go so I can tie this rig up. Start catching more fish. There she goes. Back home where she belongs. That's awesome. I wanted to pee. Want to do it? Come on, you can do it. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. Got something here. You want him to bump his head. He's rolling around. I'm thinking a big channel cat. Bites now. We actually moved in a little bit closer to the kind of the bigger hole in this area. I just got a funny feeling they're about done in this spot, actually.
I think you jinxed me, man. I was catching right and left.
Well, I think if you want to catch fish, open up the coffee thermos or throw a skipjack rod. If you want to jinx yourself, go live on Facebook.
You think this banana hurt?
There might be a banana. It's like a little shark
There
fish.
ain't no banana in the boat.
That's a little shark fish there. He's
I
an
thought
ugly
I'd get your attention.
male, all lopsided body, not the prettiest blue cat I've seen. Glad he came to say hi anyway. He's a little thin, that's a male. He's got silt all over him too. Funny looking mouth, head on him. Just let his little butt go. It's a fish, right? That's what we're after. Did. Company wasn't marking anything. I was marking more fish before we got in front of this. Actually marking more fish in front of there. Just ran over some garbage or something. See, now I'm starting to mark some fish around these bumps. this. There's a big dip right there. Okay, still marking a couple up here. So there's a dip right back there, about even with that. Once we anchor up, we'll fall back anyway. Get it? Quit playing around. Just go down. Oh, man, look at his head thumping. Boom, boom, boom. Thumping on his head. Trying to wrap himself up in it. Thinking channel cat. It's a barge bite. Here comes the barge. Move spots, wanted to fish in front of these barge cells here. There's a real nice dip. We'll go from 26 down to about a 31-foot dip back here behind the boat. Had a couple fish marked. Not real concerned about marking fish right now. A lot of them have silt on their stomach, so probably not going to mark a lot of fish. Just looking for interesting water, you know. Open his mouth. Stay. He is not opening up. Fish. Channel cat there. We'll let him go. Some of this stuff out of the way before we do this. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. There you go. Feels like another channel cat. Could be wrong. Might be a good channel cat. I don't know, might be blue, I can't tell. Dumped it though. We're gonna pull up and then we're gonna drag off the back and we're gonna run a couple boards on the sides. See if we can pick off a few blues. We're not going to go real long, just a little stretch. It's blue in color. See if we can find some active fish just for a little stretch here in a second here. Just gonna kind of drag a little bit. We'll run up through this creek channel also. There's a big hole. Want to run over that and see. I want to see if there's any active fish. This one's an active fish. He doesn't have any silt on him, hardly. Like, really, he don't have nothing. That's an active fish for this time of year. So, there are still some active fish running around. Yeah, he got my shad head. I guess he can have it. It was old anyway. That was a shad head. That's a nice little fish, though. I'll take that. We'll let him go. We're going to start pulling up this stuff, and like I said, we're going to do some dragging and run some boards for a minute here. See if we can locate a little bigger fish or just a little different action, you know. I could be wrong. He could be just moving it over down. Oh, he looks bigger. Yeah. thinking. He's got that goofy look about him now. There's something here. That's good. Well, we moved spots. We drug planer boards and dragging weights behind the boat for probably a good mile, and had a couple get off. But it was kind of like a Dead Sea, so now I'm fishing structure, trying to find a big guy. We're kind of hanging out waiting on him, and I guess we've been in the water for a couple minutes here. Dad got one.
Muddy belly.
Channel cat. Yeah.
Look at the dirt on his.
Yeah. Burned his tail off.
Fish fry.
Well, that's a healthy channel cat. That's a pretty good sized channel. He hit the skipjack. Put some big chunks out there. He hit a pretty good sized piece of bait, man. There's a fish.
Get some.
Let's see if we can find the one we're looking for. We're still looking. Let me tell this camera bye. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're getting to be pretty late in the day, and I did not like driving that boat around in rush hour traffic. They pretty much have shut down. You know, by 1 o'clock, it was pretty much over. Actually, before that for us, but we did a little different techniques trying to locate some fish. It didn't pan out, but we gave it what we got, so that's what we have. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if this is your kind of thing. Give me a thumbs up and leave all the comments you want. Definitely get back to you. Thanks again.